having said that, we have absolutely no problem if the Aam Aadmi Party does reflect a certain segment's anger against the Congress.
Why don't you capitalize on it? Why have they taken that away from you, Mr.
It is always very easy for a new formulation with no baggage, no history, no track record, to make tall claims, tall promises.
You're being unfair to them, Mr. Piyush Goyal. You're being unfair to them.
They said they'll reduce power tariffs to half or 30 or 40%.
He's very candid actually. He's saying BJP has baggage.
He says the BJP has baggage. He didn't use those words. No, he didn't use the word BJP has baggage.
You can always twist and turn as you like, but the fact of life is everybody has to go with a track record, has to go with historical leadership issues, everything. For a new party, it's very easy. It's a one-man show. It's a small frame. They're only working in 70 seats.
But they've done a good job. You underestimate. You underestimate.
Not at all. In terms of communication, in terms of communication strategy, I think they've done a very good job. They deserve compliments for that. If at all, any of the percentages that are being projected do come out true, I think it's very creditable. But the big picture is that the Congress has completely lost the plot.
That's not the story.
The vote is against the Congress. They are in power. We were not in power.
Yeah, that's
the vote was not against our government.
As one of the
vote was not against my government.
As one of
the vote was against Sheila Dikshit's government.
You know what Piyush Goyal is doing? As one of the more intuitively intelligent people in our political system, Piyush Goyal is running, as we would say in journalism, the same story but changing the headline. Do we let Piyush Goyal do that?
No.
When you have these many journalists who between them have over a century of experience and 2 centuries, they're not going to let you do that. Navika Kumar.
Mr. Piyush Goyal, you started with the premise that everybody is against the BJP and therefore there is this very sullen look. It's not true because in 2 states, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan, everybody is handing these 2 states
to you
without any grouse to you. Why is it that people are constrained to hand over Delhi and Chhattisgarh to the BJP? The fact is that the wind is not blowing in one direction as clearly as you had been claiming. Isn't that a question that the BJP will now have to look right in the eye?
By the way, any other questions here from this side? I'll take one more question. Ajay Bose has been wanting to ask one more question.
I want to ask Mr. Goyal one question. He's talking about the Anna Hazare movement and the BJP. I want to ask him, how come it required Anna Hazare to start an anti-corruption movement? Why didn't the BJP start an anti-corruption?
Is that looking back a bit too much? Let's talk about government.
But what I'm saying is, this has a link. Basically, what is the special appeal of the Aam Aadmi Party? Because we know, Arnab, that is the same property dealers who are in the Congress and who are in the BJP.
You're saying they can talk development, but the people of this country will never associate them with the fight against corruption.
People of Delhi know this. People of Delhi know this. So the search for Aam Aadmi Party is to do with a new kind of politics.
No, and just remember this, Mr. Piyush Goyal, that here was a huge opportunity for you. The Congress party vote share dropped substantially in the 2008 election compared to 2003, right? And it drops further now compared to 2008. You had this historic opportunity. At that time, you said presence of the BSP took away our vote. This time, you'll say presence of the Aam Aadmi Party took away our vote. I mean, at the end of the day, the urban middle-class voter frustrated with price rise and corruption issues you want to identify with is not perhaps voting for you alone. See, that's strategically, Mr. Piyush Goyal.
I'll come to Navika's question, but since Mr. Bose raised that issue, I think the fact of life is BJP was in the forefront of the fight against corruption. The BJP, both in and out of parliament, has been vocally raising these issues, many times to your own anguish, because you said we are disrupting parliament, why are we going hammer and tongs on the government? But anyway, that's a thing of the past. What happens, let's say, when we are fighting against the emergency? We had a tall Jayaprakash Narayan at that point of time, coalesced the forces against the emergency. Similarly, at this point of time, Anna Hazare became the focal point. He, in his simplicity, in his style, he showed to the people that he's fighting for a cause going beyond politics. And there was a surge of enthusiasm amongst the middle class. Unfortunately, I don't think the BJP carries such a campaign pan India.
Piyush Goyal, this side is not convinced.
No, I just want to...
You haven't answered my question.
One at a time, Sankarshan.
The JP analogy is totally out of place, out of context. It's just
similar fight against corruption. What was the Nav Nirman movement? What was the Nav Nirman movement?
No.
If your Raje and Bihar went to Gujarat,
I am saying you have not been able to answer the question why at a time when there was this groundswell of anger against the Congress on corruption issues, on failure issues, why is the BJP that didn't come up to the party and do the job? Why did the
Anna movement was critical of the entire political class?
That is accepting huge share of leadership.
I put a question here today, and I want to engage both Atul Kumar Ranjan and Anand Kumar of the Aam Aadmi Party. My question here today is this. Every speech of Mr. Narendra Modi is built upon one single premise of anti-Congress. Right? Now we take Delhi as a case study. There is an 8% decline in the Congress vote share in the year 2008. And what is the gain of the BJP? 1%. Which means a substantial chunk of the voters moving away from the Congress party are not being gained by the BJP. And I know, Mr. Piyush Goyal, you know, there is no bipolar contest as bipolar as Delhi has been or can be. You lost the opportunity there to take away the voter who has been disillusioned with the Congress. It's an analysis you have to do. Atul Kumar Ranjan, why do you think this is happening? Anand Kumar, it's your turn to respond also against Piyush Goyal. But as an external observer, Atul Kumar Ranjan, what would you say to Piyush Goyal?
Arnab, one point I just want to tell you. All right, the BJP people are very much jubilant and they are trying to give a different type of interpretation. All right, this is good. Let them do it. But the point is this, what the issue you have raised, where this 8% vote gone? This 8% vote could have gone to the BJP. But why it has not happened? Only 1% has been cornered by the BJP. It means there is a serious understanding in the mind of the people. They are fed up with the Congress party politics. They are fed up with the BJP politics. And they want an alternate. And that alternate is very much need of the hour. And I think after this result and the churning of the result things will give a new idea to the people, and before 2014 parliamentary election, you will find there will be a wave. No BJP, no Congress. There will be another third, fourth, fifth front may be there, and that is the reflection of the people, and that will be a substantial one, because in many states, I think. Let me say, what is happening in Orissa? What is happening in Tamil Nadu? There are in Bihar, in Uttar Pradesh, 60 crore people. Of these 4 or 5 states, they do not like neither BJP nor Congress. So the 60 crore people have to be,
Okay, Mr. Ranjan, now conclude your point. Atul Kumar Ranjan, let him respond to you.
Which may work.
I got your point. Your point is taken.
Arnab, when you did the opinion polls, and I came to the same table a few days back, if you recollect, there was a question in the 2013 Assembly, whom will you vote for? And in the 2014 Lok Sabha, whom will you vote for? And if you recollect, there's a sharp distinction. There were occasions where people said, 2013 we may look at a regional force also.
Listen to him, please.
But in 14, the percentage swing going towards BJP and Mr. Modi was significantly higher than the Assembly.
You didn't hear Mr. Anand Kumar right before you came in? So you claim you were watching the channel on your iPad, which is flattering. No, 1 second.
You may see some very interesting things. You may see some.
Don't try. You
may see some very interesting things happening in Tamil Nadu and Kerala in the next few days.
And I'm not.
I want to ask you a question.
Atul Kumar Ranjan, 1 minute, please. 1 minute.
Sitting in a room.
1 minute.
I can't
now the question goes to the Aam Aadmi Party.
Sure.
Which today says that it's saying, the Aam Aadmi Party is saying to you, Piyush Goyal, watch out for us. If we do well in Delhi, we will expand, and we will expand nationally. In fact, a claim was made. I'd like Mr. Anand Kumar to reiterate the claim. He said that in 300 districts, we have fully organized units who are mobilizing people. He has accused you of underestimating them, and if they gather the momentum from Delhi, unless the Delhi election goes your way completely, if they gather the momentum from Delhi, then they could be a bigger threat to you than you have possibly factored or imagined. Because there is a certain enthusiasm and exuberance which this party has begun to be associated with. Now, whether or not that works, I don't know, but let the Aam Aadmi Party respond to you. Yes, Mr. Anand Kumar, what is your assessment?
I think Shri Piyush Goyal ji should be taking note of the fact that there is going to be one marriage that is in Rajasthan and one divorce that is in Delhi. The people of Delhi do not think that BJP is any better alternative to Congress, and at this point of time, Aam Aadmi Party appears to be more like a rainbow, which gives many shades of colors for the people who want a change. And this change has not been really articulated by BJP, except when they changed Harshvardhan ji for Vijay Goyal and brought him as a cleaner leader. I think BJP has to do its homework to capture the imagination of not only younger India, but also poor India. At this point of time, I again repeat, Aam Aadmi Party has organized state units in 16 provinces of this great country and 300 plus districts. But we are not going for any adventure. We want to enlarge our base and capacity by proving, at least in one place, that we know how to go for a different kind of politics, a different kind of election, with clean candidates, clean money, and much more down-to-earth agenda. And that's what we did in Delhi, and that's what has excited the people of Delhi. That here comes a party...
I have some bad news for you. I have some bad news for you. Yes. Though I dissociate myself with either good news or bad news this evening. All the news is from exit polls, none of which I have outsourced, all of which we are carrying. The seat share projection, as per the exit poll that I latest have, these are based on polling till 6 p.m. from C Voter, is predicting only 11 seats for the Aam Aadmi Party.